Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the first video of the series that I put 10 to 15 minute highlights, so without further ado, let's see what this game is about. Alright, so I have a Chain Vest opener with set, pretty decent, and I also have a Karma, so maybe I can play 3 Dragonlands opener, let's see. With Sejuani too, so that's pretty good. Let's see what do we get from the PvE round. So if I could get a Titan's Resolve or something defensive, it would be pretty good for my front line. Usually if you can hit Ashe and Karma, you go through Dragonmancer plus Taric, and you also get Jade splash, so that's pretty good for opener. So of my choices, Luden's Echo was probably pretty good because I have already Mage items, so I decided that I should give it a go. But as you can see, we don't really have anything in our opener, so it's gonna be pretty difficult. We're gonna bleed a lot. Usually it's not gonna be that bad if you hit a few synergies, but it's just 3 raging and we're getting slapped. Usually if you wanna go Mage, you really need that Shojin for Ryze or Zoe later on, or whatever unit you wanna play, but Shojin is very important, and we pick up the Varus. It's a 3 cost and we also get the Shojin, but we still don't have Mage, so we're getting a smack for now. But here at the end of stage 2 we just hit a Vlad 2 and a Ryze, and that's pretty good. So we transform to Mages now, and from this point it becomes a lot better for us to play. Let's see what do we get from the Crocs. Hopefully it's something good. Oh, we get gold. A lot of gold. Indirect gold, of course. I'm not really a fan of Frozen Heart for my front line, but since I already have the Shojin, so I think it's fine, especially that I'm bleeding health, so it should be pretty good at this point. We should be a lot more stable than a stage 2 at this point. So the next augment can really give us the opportunity to fully go for the combat I'm gonna play. Like, is it Mage vertical, or is it like 3 Mage splash with guild, or maybe some other thing? So we have to see our second augment choice. And there you go. We get the Mage emblem. That's pretty good. Probably the best thing I could get. And if that's not enough, I also automatically get a Senna 2 star. That's also pretty good. You just put the Mage emblem on it. And with the augment that we got and the Senna 2, we should really be stable now. A lot stronger than what we were. From 2-1 to 3-1. Senna does a lot of AoE damage. Actually, it's pretty good to have her as our Mage unit, and the enemy team was grouped up, so they do take a lot of damage here. And we finally stop our loser streak and win a round. So this was the high roll moment in the game, one of the most important points, that I got the Ryze 2 star without even re-rolling at all. That was really big. Especially that I have 1.5 item on him. Especially, the Shojin is very important. Whenever you play Ryze, make sure that if he is going to be your main carry, you need a Shojin 100%. Or maybe some insane attack speed that you can give him if you can't afford the Shojin. He really needs the Shojin. Without it, he is like way weaker. And we already had the large rod for him, so we can get a death cap. That's pretty good. So you can go like Infinity Jewels Gauntlet, or you can go death cap and Giant Slayer. I think death cap Giant Slayer is probably better because you get a lot of AP, and there are also so many big units that you can do a hell lot of extra damage to them with the Giant Slayer. So I mean, it has to be seen. Personally, I think the death cap Giant Slayer has an edge over Infinity Jewels Gauntlet. My personal choice. One thing to note is that if I actually could keep winning, I would level to 7 and try to keep the win streak, but since we already lost, there is no reason to level, and we go towards econ. By the way, tell me what you think about these videos, because I really don't like to put like the full gameplay, 35-40 minute gameplay. Instead of that, we can have like 10 to 15 minute highlight and still bring all the important bits while make it shorter so it's less time consuming. Tell me in the comments what you think about this. So we get our Giant Slayer here for Ryze. That's pretty good. It's actually the best item that I could possibly get, and we also get a dragon on top of that I'm gonna sell and go more towards econ, because I already have an emblem. I can easily play 7 mage, so that's a lot of extra power that you can get. Also, when you have Luden's Echo, it's very good with mage vertical, because your units are gonna cast twice, and each time they cast they proc the Luden's Echo passive, so that's a big plus. So here there's two big choices here. There's Mage Crown and the Golden Egg. So it was actually very close for me. I could go with the Golden Egg as well, but Mage Crown enables me to play 9 mage. And I also get a Zoe at level 7. That is big, so of course I'm gonna pick it up. Zoe is so powerful in the mage vertical, and we also get a Shojin to give to her. The only bad thing is the bug that she has, that if she summons Daisy, it's not on your team and it's not on enemy team, so you still have to kill it. But they said they're gonna fix it before it goes live, so it's fine to play her even with a bug. You see that even Ryze has some weird interactions with Daisy, but it's fine. By the way, you see that I have 5 Ryze, so if you want a 3-star Ryze, you might want to stay at level 7. But personally, if I have a stable board, I go level 8 and then a slow roll to get my Ryze to 3-star. It's still pretty fine. This is the interaction I told you actually. See, Ryze bugged on his second cast trying to kill the Daisy, and I mean, that cost us a fight, but that's fine. So in the cursor, originally I wanted to pick up Lilia because she's the only mage that I'm missing, and I'm going level 8, so I might actually not be able to get her. But there's also a bard that I already have 2 guild, and I have a mage emblem, so that's gonna be pretty good. I just removed the item from him, and you know, mage bard is just pretty good. You get so many dudes and increased chance of units. If the game goes long enough, you can even 3-star your Zoe or Bard or whatever higher cost unit you have. And you can see that not only Bard is giving me more dudes, he's also giving my units mana regeneration and even more mana regen for Ryze. And he's gonna cast his AoE CC twice. Now all we need to get the full comp going, we need 1 Lilia, and we already have Heimer, so we just need 1 Lilia and we need to go level 9 and play the 9 mage. Also, if you don't want to go 9, you can play with 7, but you have the chance to put like some big carries like Aurelian Soul with Mage Emblem or Aoshin with Mage Emblem. They take 2 team stats, but they are very worth it as a carry. But in this game I have Ryze as a carry, so I don't really need it. Since I already have the main items, so this is just good enough. I don't really need something very specific. You know, I get my defensive item on Sejuani, I get a Chalice, and I also get a Thief's Gloves. It's like really good options. I could probably get better stuff, but I need the gold to find Ryze 3, so that's good enough for me.
Fight or make room for those who will.
We get the Zoe 2-star, and we are one of Ryze 3, very close to like the ultimate power of the comp. I actually think this is one of the strongest comps you can get if you get the right items. It's very hard to play against. It has so much damage, so much CC. It is tanky enough. Like, it's just, it has everything. Of course you can't force it every game, but if you get the chance, I think it's one of the absolute powerful late game comps that you can play. One big thing that you can see in this fight and fights like this is that even if the fight goes long, your units still scale, because Ryze will keep casting and he scales with maximum mana, so he will always have the scaling option in the fight. It's not like, okay, I have to kill them in the first 15 seconds or, you know, I lose. No, that's not the case. And here we finally find our Ryze 3. We already have a Zoe 2-star, and all we need now is Lilia to have all the mages. Just look at that Zoe damage. It's like so much. And it just keeps going higher if you go 9 mage. So as you saw, my Zoe has 2 items and there's a death cap, so the choice is very easy for me to go for it. I could pick up the Mage emblem as well, but it was picked because if I didn't, you know, hit the Lilia, then I could use the Mage emblem to still play 9 mages. And here we finally find our Lilia, so we can play 9 mage. All we need to do from this point is to go level 9 and put the Heimerdinger in, and that's pretty much the game.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the side.